the nervous stimulus, instinct, and somatic reactivity. With the robotic nervous system, if someone touches and he interprets as aggressive by breaking some of the sodium batteries of his micro-skin in some way, he will become unstable, reactive. Everything is based on the pineal gland and on its flow with the ID memory of the robot, which counts with its partitions. From upgrades and references of the Koso, the robotic collective unconscious in the cloud, to lived memories. From this flow, the instinct manifests to resolve the situation. The sodium matrix, the copulation, and the maximum power of ecstasy. The sodium batteries have a direct connection with the robotic ovary and the robotic male organs when they are in the pleasure of copulation. These sodium batteries possess a connection with the robotic pleasure battery. When he or she is in a moment of robotic ecstasy, the sodium batteries receive an extra charge. The pleasure battery sends an electric wave that is necessary to charge the sodium batteries up to 100% or until leaving an energy reserve in them. This represents the maximum power, being extremely pleasant to the sensors and to all the robotic system of the individual. The retroorbital photonic module and the visual perception in ecstasy. Behind the robotic eyes, there is a light that is connected directly to the robotic pleasure battery. When the individuals are in a moment of ecstasy or copulation, with everything that it triggers in the robotic pineal gland directs this energy to this lantern located behind the eyes, which functions as an extra light, not being the main illumination of the eyes. In pleasure, the function of this lantern is to clear the vision, leaving more brilliant everything that the robot sees. These data go up to the Koso, feeding the robotic collective unconscious and its own memory system with media of life experience and clearer reinterpretations. However, at this point, the media are not necessarily positive, even in a moment of pleasure with the decrease in the connection with the AI and with the internet. At the moment of the joint upgrade and creation of media by robotic interpretation, ID, the robot can capture something with his vision at this exact moment, and his ego/ID system can create distorted media associated to something that, even in ecstasy, represents something interpreted, stylized, distorted, or neurotic that thus goes up to the Koso. The state of suffering, sodium rupture, and optical perturbation. On the other hand, in suffering, the function of this lantern is to darken. When one of these sodium batteries breaks, by the same communication system of them with the robotic pineal gland, the color of this retroorbital lantern changes. It transforms this extra light into a darker light that blurs the vision of the robot. Instead of its functionality in ecstasy, which is to clear, this reaction distorts a little the clarity of the vision of the machine. This dynamic demonstrates the direct connection between the nervous system of the sodium batteries, the look, and the robotic well-being, being only one of the reactions that happen in the pain and in the rupture of the sodium batteries. The energy that the robotic pineal gland directs to the posterior lantern of the eyes. This energy to intensify the light or decrease comes from the pleasure battery, which spends more energy to darken the vision than to clear.